Hi kids, today we're going to look at using expressions and equations to solve word problems. Before we learned how to solve them just doing the math for it, but now we're going to have to use our variables. So if you look at this first problem, it says each person in a group buys a ticket, a medium drink, and a large popcorn. Write an expression in simplest form that represents the amount of money the group spends at the movies. And then it says to interpret your expression. So whenever we have an expression or a word problem needs an expression or an equation, we're going to have to write what's called a let statement. So what your let statement is it says, well, why don't we let x equal, what is it going to represent? It's always what the question's asking you to find. So here we're going to represent the number of people because that's what we don't know. We know that each person bought a ticket, a medium drink, and a large popcorn, but we don't know how many that was. So we're going to let x equal the number of people. So then if each person bought a ticket, so that's right here, that's $7.50. So we're going to say, well, $7.50 times however many people. They also bought a medium drink, which is $2.75. So plus $2.75 times however many people. And then they also bought a large popcorn. So that's $4. So $4 times however many people. So this is going to get us, it says, write an expression in simplest form that represents the amount of money the group spends at the movies. So they all spent $7.50 on the ticket, $2.75 on the drink, and then $4 on the popcorn. So combine your like terms and you're going to get 14.25x, which means, because then it says to interpret, so interpret means, well, what does that number mean? Well, that means that each person pays $14.25 times, okay, so 14.25 times however many people. So that's how we're going to create an expression based on a word problem. So here it says, how does the expression change? Oh, the next piece. How does the expression change if each person buys a ticket, large drink, and small popcorn? Well, you go back to their prices. If it's a ticket is $7.50x, and if you look back up, the large drink is $3.50, so $3.50x, and then the small popcorn now is $3. So it's $3 times however many. So then when you add all three of those together, you're combining your like terms, you're going to get 14x. And all that means is that it's $14 now instead of $14.25. So it's 25 cents cheaper. So taking a look at Pete's Pet Grooming, it says, write an expression in simplest form that represents Pete's earnings for grooming and cutting nails of C cats and D dogs. It's giving you what your variables are representing. So in this problem, C represents the number of cats, D represents the number of dogs. So if you take a look at the cats, and you want to figure out, well, it says write an expression in simplest form represents his earnings. Well, it's $15 for a groom and $5 for every set of nails. So for each cat, if they get groomed and nails done, it's 15 and 5, which makes $20 times however many cats there are. Then he also does dogs. So it's 18 and 7. So it's going to be $18 plus $7 is going to give you $25 times however many dogs. So it's asking, simplest form represents his earnings. So altogether, how much did he earn? Well, he earned $20 per cat plus $25 per dog. You don't have to write the 0.00. You can just write it as 20C plus $25 per dog. And that's in simplest form because you cannot combine those two terms. Okay, let's take a look now. Bayside Book Club. Bayside Book Club charges its members a $20 membership fee plus $5.50 per book. Brownies charges its members a $15 membership fee plus $4 per book. The next piece says, write an expression to represent how much more expensive Bayside is than Brownies. When you look at how much more expensive something is, that means you want to find the difference between the two. Difference then translates to subtraction. Okay, so in this problem, our unknown is how many books. So we're going to let X equal number of books. That's what we don't know. So in this problem, it says write an expression to represent how much more Bayside is than Brownies. Okay, so that means it wants you to take Bayside minus Brownies. Okay, so when you look at this, Bayside, it says $20 membership fee plus $5.50 per book. So $5.50 per book, we don't know how many books, plus a $20 membership fee. Then Brownies is going to be $15 membership fee plus $4 per book. So $4 per book plus that $15 membership fee. And it says it wants you to take the difference between the two. So now we're going to subtract Bayside minus Brownies. So Bayside, like we said, $20 membership fee plus $5.50 per book. Brownies was the $15 membership fee plus $4 per book. So take your first expression minus your second. And like we learned when we were simplifying expressions, make sure you distribute that -1 to this one and this one. So in the first one, we're distributing our positive one. So it's going to be 550 x plus 20. Distribute your -1, so it's going to be minus 4x. And then -1 times 15, it gives you a -15. Combine like terms, 550x, -4x, positive 20, -15. And you're going to get 0.50x and then plus 5. So what this means here is that it's going to be 50 cents more per book and then $5 more per membership. I understand that you can probably figure that out just by reading the problem, but we're starting to learn how to write our expressions, write equations using our variables and solving it like that. You purchase a hat for $D. You use a coupon and buy the hat for D minus $2. You decorate it and sell it for 2D minus $4. Write an expression that represents your profit from selling the hat. So anytime we talk about profit, what profit means is that I make this big chunk of money. Okay, so that's what I make when somebody buys all my stuff. So I have all this money, but I had to pay something in the beginning. So that's my cost to myself. So to figure out profit, you're going to take how much you sell it for. So how much you sell, okay, and you earn, minus the cost to you, okay? So this is like sell and earn, how much you earned minus your cost. So here you decorate and sell it for 2D minus 4. It's already telling you what D stands for, so we don't have to write our list name for that. So it's telling you decorate and sell it for 2D minus 4, but it cost you D minus $2. So you need to subtract out your cost. So that's the D minus 2. Subtract that out. So again, we have that distributive property right here. So I'm going to distribute that to both terms. So you get 2D minus 4. And then you have the -1 times D is negative D. -1 times -2 gives you a positive 2. We're going to combine like terms. We got 2D and negative D. -4, positive 2. Put it together and you're going to get D. So 1D. And then minus 2. So that's your profit from selling that hat. Every single time you're going to have to write an expression for a word problem, it's literally going to say write an expression. If you look at the other ones, it says write an expression. You look at this one here, it says write an expression. Take a wild guess what this one's going to say. Write an expression. Anytime you need to write the expression where you're not solving for your variable, it's going to say write an expression. So that brings us to this next problem down here. A company has a profit of $7.50 this week. This profit is 900 more than the profit last week. What was the profit last week? This is our first problem where it doesn't say write an expression. That means this one is going to need an equation. Okay, so step one when we're doing this is you need to think about what the question's asking you to find. It's literally going to be this last piece here. What is the profit from last week? That's what your variable is going to represent. So you're going to say let x equal whatever the question is asking you to find. So let x equal profit from last week. Okay. So that's our let statement. So now we go back and we reread it. It says a company has a profit of $750 this week. This profit is 900 more than the profit last week. So what's the profit last week? When you look at this, a lot of times your first sentence is going to give you information. Then the next piece is going to kind of write your equation for you. So it says a company has a profit of $750 this week. This profit is, that's referring to this number right here. So that profit is, so 750 is, we learned is translates to equals. 900 more than. When we talked about more than, less than, we said, all right, well, which operations are those? Well, 900 more than is going to be plus. So it's going to be 900 plus the profit last week. What did we say was the profit last week? Oh, we said that was X. So 900 more than the profit last week. It's going to write your equations for you. Right there it is. So I know you could probably figure it out without an equation, but we need to learn new ways to solve the same types of problems. 900 plus X. There you go. So 750 equals 900 plus X. So minus 900 from both sides because you want to get your X by itself. And we're going to see that it's negative 150 equals X. So what's that mean? It means that last week's profit was negative. They didn't actually make a profit in this one. So your final answer is the profit was negative $150. Not a good profit. Okay, so when you are asked to write an equation, you're not going to see the words write an expression in simplest form for it. It's just going to give you a situation and ask you to work it through. So let's take a look at this last one. We'll just do this one. Your friend's score in a video game is 33 points less than your score. If your friend's score is -8, what is your score? Step one, write your let statement. Let X equal whatever you're trying to figure out. Trying to figure out your score. So let X equal your score. So in this one, it says your friend's score in a video game is. So your friend's score is 33 points less than your score. Okay. Your friend's score is -8. So let's go back up to this first sentence. Your friend's score in a video game. Oh, that's -8 because it told me it was -8. Is translates to equals 33 points less than your score. Oh, my score is X. So my friend's score is 33 points less than my score. You have to take your score and take 33 points away from it. Okay. There's your equation set up right above all the words. So -8 is X minus 33. Add 33. So your score is, I forgot to flip the page, 25. 25. Your score is 25. Okay. So that is mainly solving or simplifying expressions, writing expressions for word problems, and a couple equations for word problems. Tune into the next video for the rest of the note.